We are getting started a little bit early here tonight, just clearing trash.
That guy's really running.
Uh-oh. Morgan's MC'd. It's like flying in the air. Let's see if I can boop him. Aw, I wanted to try to boop him off the edge.
Oh no, now fear everything.
MC Demon L, do it! Do it! MC him!
They did.
No, he means me.
I got him close.
I gotta save my boot for next time.
See what wonderful love.
Is this just where it zoned us in?
No, this is you take
Halandris.
the north.
So I originally wanted to do Halandris just because he's the last boss in that wing we were in on Tuesday, but we went over there and it was blocked off. So
That's weird.
yeah, I mean we
Sounds
might be
fun.
doing this in a weird order, but
Theoretically, Oracle is up next on the
yeah,
little
it's just
chart
Nin
feed.
being stupid.
I know that a lot of the raids give you options of where you can go. Sanctum did the same thing. Theoretically, go.
It was a little bit more clear cut there, though.
Yeah. I just mean there's options, so
Mhm.
we'll figure it out. This guy looks like he's gonna do something to hurt. Like
He
that.
did some big thing when I popped him. Oh look, stuff on the ground. Well, that tickled.
Yeah. Oh.
That was
He
close.
near the edge.
I can get over to the raid instance or raid entrance.
Abby, how much of the campaign have you done?
I've not done the stuff this week.
Then
There's-
Then we're gonna have to
Chris
summon you.
Boo.
Yeah, there's a flight path over there. It's like the second quest you get.
Got it. Yeah, I'm at the
You
stone
gotta,
thing
like,
and I can't do anything.
Turn
with
it on and charge it and stuff.
Yeah.
I haven't done it either.
Oh my god, don't die where you have to.
Oh,
You get all the way back to the very
By
beginning.
risk. Alright, can we get a closet up? Well, we can still clear trash. If a couple people want to hang back and summon.
Just a little trash down here.
Yeah, a little bit.
What? You want a hero on trash? Okay.
Sure.
Thank you.
You're very welcome.
That did not end well for a couple people.
I just got paralyzed.
Oh.
That should be everybody for now, I think. Thought we were heroing on ads.
We have PE tonight, right?
No.
Okay.
I actually updated his thing. He let me know earlier.
Okay.
Gwen, can you heal me tonight? Doesn't look like I have my war mode marker next to my name, so
Oh. Yeah.
nice.
Haven't had any problems so far tonight. Then again, I don't
Nice.
think I had problems partway through on Tuesday.
Oh, Nin.
I was alt tabbed.
See, then that's exactly why you don't go Venthyr.
Right, I would have died. I'm knife 8 tonight.
Is that what you were yesterday?
No,
Or I mean, sorry, Tuesday.
I was necro on Tuesday.
Oops, I forgot to switch something.
Man, you have 100 eye level parts, and you decide that you want to switch it up. Interesting.
Yeah, I should be able to get higher with Night Fae.
Man, look at these warriors pumping.
You should totally promote tanks.
I have to fucking do this shit again. God.
You can make mythic raid tools auto promote.
I had a 98 parse on Tuesday night
Damn, really?
You were
For
DPSing?
for damage on as a shaman. Yes. My healing number's not so great.
Shad, where's this thing you're talking about? I'm in method raid tools.
Invite tools,
Oh.
auto promote. You can do it by rank, and it'll do
Huh.
the rank and above, or you can type in people's names and it'll auto promote them.
May I have assist whenever you get a minute too, please?
Yeah, hold your horses there, bucko.
Ooh, mage food.
Also, apparently SP is doing Halandras, but I don't know how they are.
What?
They are. I'm watching Comet stream.
Yeah. Some way to add it, or maybe maybe you have to get close, and then those ads just pull. But both sides were blocked off, so.
Well, we can figure it out after this boss. I'm not too worried about it.
Gotta kill them all eventually.
We're learning.
Plus, it
Correct.
helps the guild progress faster if we all kill different bosses.
Not wrong. We can give each other.
Okay, everyone who should have assists should have assists.
That's not true at all.
Yeah, Shad doesn't.
Why isn't Shad an officer?
I'm an officer alt.
Oh, well, that's fucking stupid.
Everybody take a flask.
I'm not there yet.
Fine, don't.
I'll take churros and drink it for him.
Thank you for the summons.
Nah, I would never do that. He takes me to dungeons.
Still can't set main things for whatever reason. Weird.
That's what I was saying. I would if I could. Oh, now, wait. Oh my god.
I got it.
Okay, thank you.
All right. It looks like it is 7:32, so I'm gonna start explaining. Can everybody hear me?
No.
Yeah.
So essentially what we're gonna do, this is the Oracle fight. We are gonna start with the boss in the like northeast corner, kind of over by Star. Not directly on Star though. And essentially how this fight's gonna go is you're going to attack the boss every certain period of time. I think maybe when he has 100 energy, or no, sorry, disregard. Every now and again, he's going to do this thing called staggering barrage. So what that is somebody's going to have like a yellow marker above them. It's going to knock them back, and it's a longer cast. So the damage is shared between anybody who soaks it. So on normal, we don't have to worry about like double soaking. But some people just need to stand in front. So if you get it, move back, make sure people are in between, kind of like the Terragru fight, just making sure you don't get hit by the chain in that fight. On heroic, you're going to get a debuff, and if you soak it twice, you take like 500% increased damage. So don't do that on heroic, but we don't have to worry about that today. Like I said, you get knockback, so make sure you're not like super close to an edge. But I'll try to call that out when it goes. Otherwise, there is going to be. Let me find the ability. It looks like it's called Disintegration Halo. So essentially what the boss is going to do is when he hits 100 energy, he's going to teleport. Excuse me. Wow. He's going to teleport to a random spot in the room, and he's going to get a big immunity, and he's going to do ticking damage every second, and it's going to hurt. So we're going to have to, we'll get a rally on that first one. There's 4 of them. So we'll get a rally on the first one, and then we'll use like a druid trank, I think we're going to do on the first one. And then once he finishes that cast, there's going to be these halos. So if you look around the room, there's a green, there's a star, there's the blue square, and then condom. So a black, a circle, kind of like the Kill Jaden fight. There's going to be like a circle, but it's going to be a halo, similar to the Zymox fight that we did. If you get hit by this, halo, you get a debuff. It does a little bit of damage, but increases the next halo that you get hit by 500% the damage. So if you get hit by 2 halos, you'll instantly die. So what the plan is going to be is we're going to find out where the first halo is. So say, for example, I'm going to throw a mark on me quick. So say that we get a halo right here. We are going to bring the boss right over here. We're going to get hit by the halo. If you are mage, or if you can take a warlock portal, or you can soul shape or vent your ability through a portal, you will not take the damage. So there's going to be a halo that's going to come from here, and then there's typically going to be 4 of them. So then, say for example, the next halo is going to be here. We're going to move. We're going to move to the farther side. So we're going to get hit by this one right away, and if it's not blue, from my understanding, we're going to go over towards green, because we want the debuff lasts for about 4 to 5 seconds. If you get hit, like I said, you're going to instantly die. So we need to be as far away from the next ring as possible. This boss does a lot of damage and requires a lot of damage to be done. So you need to save your cooldowns for the 4 phases that the boss gets the immunity. We're going to... I think it's around like 30% should be the 4th immunity. That's probably when we're going to hero. Otherwise, what I would like to see is for the first teleport, I'd like to see Tyrant, you use your rally, and I'll try to call that out. And then Waldorf, if you want to use your Trank or Incarn. I don't know if you're running that. Let's see. Yes, you are. So we'll do that for the first, and then for the second, I'll call that out, and we'll get Xeno if you want to rally, and then we can get Demon Ales Spirit Link. So we're all gonna want to stack up. By the way, when this boss teleports, everybody wants to stack up nice and close because we can get Druid AoE heals and all the other healers that have a nice big AoE heal. We can utilize that to the best of our ability. And then what do Holy Priests have for like a major cooldown? You guys don't have bubble, do you? Like the prayer?
Him
They
and
have-
salvation.
Yeah.
What does that do? Can somebody link that? Sorry.
It puts renew on everybody and does some healing.
Salvation's pretty powerful.
Okay, so yeah, that'll work for the third. So chest, if you want to focus on keeping everybody alive on that third one, and if you need backup, or I'll try to look at everybody's health, and if we need Wintro, if you want to just kind of assist on that one, and then for the fourth, we'll have Hero. So and we should have Rally backup. We should have, we might have Spirit Link. We might have all that good stuff up depending on how long this fight is. So we'll try to coordinate that as best as possible. The other big thing is players are going to randomly get debuffs. When the debuff expires, a black puddle is going to drop on your feet. The biggest thing is to try to drop those in a conservative spot because we're going to have to eventually move around pretty much this whole room. So if you're dropping it in very inconvenient spots, when you walk through that, it does a lot of damage. So if you're ranged, you can try to bring them out to an edge. That would be awesome. Definitely try not to drop them in front of these markers because that's typically where we're going to be. And then it looks like the boss. Here's a purple marker for reference. If you see this like little diamond on the ground, this is pretty much where the boss is going to teleport. It's like right here, but it's going to be on all 4 parts of the room. So also try not to drop any puddles on there. Yeah, the biggest thing is just don't get hit by two rings, and I'll try to call out. It's going to be a little bit of a learning curve, but trying to figure out where these rings are going to come, and then just making sure people aren't getting hit by 2 of them. That should be the whole fight. Tanks, it's a super easy swap from what it sounds like is like 4 to 8 stacks of infused strikes, I think it says. Yeah, infused strikes. So we can try 4 to 8. If you guys are taking a lot of damage, obviously you can just call out for a swap. But that should be it. And then you just, like I said, you're going to move the boss around the encounter area. When the cast is called Inevitable Dominion. So we just need to damage through that. So anybody have any questions?
No, sir.
What do you have? You have Essence? Is it Essence Font? I just don't know. I don't know healer defensives. Like I know Disc Priest has the huge bubble, and
Monks have revival and they have the bubble. Revival is a huge heal that dispels people, and then the bubble is Life Cocoon that just puts a giant shield on someone that increases the healing they receive.
Okay. Perfect. Yeah, I mean, I'll definitely try to look into a lot of the healer cooldowns. I mean, I know a few. I know Spirit Link's huge. I know Trank and Incarn's huge. I know that Disc Priest have some pretty big ones. So, if I didn't call you out, I mean, you guys do it best. You guys are the healers. So if we're getting far behind, you're gonna just have to use a defense or a big healing cooldown. I would just like to kind of organize it a little bit better. So yeah, you should be able to fade through those halos too. Like I said, mages, make sure you blink, alter time, soul shape, turtle, blur I think works. I don't know about a warrior leap. If one of the warriors wants to find out, certainly can. But a lot of people have immunities or ways to just kind of get through this. So that's going to be the biggest thing is just not getting hit by 2 of those. But I think we should be okay as long as we get some good callouts and we move the boss accordingly. So.
And have fun.
No, don't have fun.
Hey, boy.
Did we get food down?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, I'll just use a personal one. Looks like everyone's ready, so on tanks we can do a pull. Like I said, northeast kind of corner.
5, 4, 4, 3.
Sorry.
Right.
Which way?
Comes your halo.
Yep, get that ad down. Make sure you get in that. Dodge those. So you guys saw a little bit how that halo works. So it's going to come out and there's going to be... so people need to stand in front of the barrage here. Just a couple people.
You should taunt.
Like I said, when the boss teleports there, she's going to do multiple. So let's get this ad down quick.
Shockwave.
Dodge.
Interrupt team.
We're gonna want to
Shove.
move her away from that stuff.
The circles.
Barrage.
You can start to move, but the boss will just randomly teleport here pretty soon. Yeah. So now we need to all stack in. Everybody stack in. Tyrant's down, so Xeno Warrior needs to use her rally. We need to get this shield down as soon as possible. Go save your spirit link for the second one there, boss.
I thought this was the second. Oops, sorry.
You're alright. Alright, so we got the halo coming out. Looks like it's coming from blue, so we're gonna stack pretty close to this.
Core.
And then it looks like it's coming from star, so we want to move to orange. Everybody move to orange. Everybody move to orange. Make sure your debuff is off, and then you can go through. See how that works, guys?
Yeah.
Perfect. Got barrage. Make sure you stand in front of that. You can run out and do an immunity too, from my understanding. Got domination core. That ad down. Dodge. Did a nice job so far, guys. Boss should be phasing somewhat soon. We're gonna get barrage coming out, and then halo right after that. There's the barrage. Make sure you're not standing by the edge, otherwise you're gonna get knocked off.
Yeah, you gotta stand behind people for that one.
It's alright with you, Nen. We can probably get Demon
Yeah, let's get them out.
Okay. Domination core, so adds out. We have, we need to, oh boy. Everybody run to green right now. Dodge that, run to green. Sorry about that.
Let's go and wipe it up. That was a really good first pull, though.
Yep.
Yep, go ahead and die. Jump off.
Let's get a B-res on a healer.
Yeah, sorry. That's my bad.
It's good.
No, that was an awesome first pull, though.
Yeah, that was a little bit of my fault, not calling right away. I'm definitely gonna have to get used to seeing those. They're a little small, and I necessarily don't have the weak aura for it, so, which is fine. I don't need it, but yeah. So you guys see how it, see how it goes. You just bring the barrages out. There's gonna be big lines. Don't get hit by those. Do not think we had a B-res.
Can I get a resummon?
I don't think we had a B-res up.
We don't.
That's my fault. I didn't call it soon enough.
It is okay.
Forgot that I don't like Neife. Go back to home, sweet home.
Venthyr?
What?
No, no,
Ew.
no. He hates Ventur's demon
I know.
Of course, Shiro fucking laughs. I fucking hate Shiro.
Huh? I didn't say anything.
You
That
were
was
laughing
ill
at me.
laughing.
No, someone else laughed,
Oh.
and I'm blaming Shiro.
Good idea.
Fair.
I like it. Let's get a gate down, Boydo, whenever you get there, please.
That was still that was an awesome first pull down. We got that shit to like 42%.
Yeah, 41, 42. That was really good. I guess I gotta do a little bit better of a job calling out. We just gotta. The thing is, it doesn't matter necessarily where we are when we get hit with the first one. It just really matters where you get hit by the second one. But yeah, I mean, if you guys want to watch out, because the first ring only technically had one. You can kind of look over on your debuffs, and like I said, I think it lasts like 4 seconds, and it'll increase that damage taken. So I'll try to call out like where to move, but like I said, we don't need to necessarily be anywhere specific for the first one. Obviously, it's a good habit too, but we just cannot get hit by a second one. Otherwise, it was a nice job getting that shield down. We had some really good damage there, so I wasn't too worried about that. So yeah, remember, so Tyrant and Waldorf are going to be taking the first one, and then Zeno and Ale, you're going to be taking the second one, and then there might actually only be 3, or maybe even 2. I guess I'm not entirely sure. I think the video that I watched was by Heroic, so we'll kind of go from there. I think those are the kind of major CDs that we have so far.
Yeah, I now understand what you're talking about by first or second. I thought it was the halos, not the shield things in there. I now
No
know.
worries.
Yeah, we'll get it. This boss doesn't seem that bad, especially on normal. So, like I said, really good job dropping the pools. I don't know about melee, but I didn't seem too constricted out there. So,
No, it was fine.
looks like everybody's ready, so we can do a timer on tanks. Let's do the things and get the loot.
4, 4, 3, 3, 2, 2, 1, 1.
His voice must prevail. Purifying core.
We got the halo. Looks like the first one's just coming from Star, so we don't need to dodge anything here. It's only one comes out. Remember, you can use a soul shape. By the way, those beams that are going out, you wanna face the boss against the wall. It's like when it goes out towards the raid, you see how big that spread is. We shouldn't be having that. It should be facing the wall because it goes on the tanks. Adds out. Raj should be coming out here. I think what we'll do on Heroic is we'll use immunities for that. Boss is teleporting, everybody stack up in melee. We got Tyrant using Rally. Alright, and then right after this, we're gonna get, it's like, we have blue, and then it's coming from blue, right? It's coming from Star. Star first, and then we're gonna, so it's blue, so we need to move to green. Move the boss to green. Make sure your debuff is gone before you go through this halo right here. Perfect, nice shot. Okay, barrage. Make sure you're not standing near an edge.
Shit.
You gotta stand behind people, but
Yellow arrow means you need people between you and the boss.
Yep.
Yeah.
Ad's coming out. You're
Let's
alright,
get him
you're
out.
alright. Don't worry about it.
get Demon Elpa, please. Panda L, whatever.
My understanding, we should be getting the Halo coming up here in about 5 seconds.
Destructive coda.
Barrage, just move out. Make sure people are standing in front of you, please. Yeah, see how big of damage that is? You gotta stay stay stationary and let people come to you. Make sure you're in a good spot. Star, and then so let's move to star. Get through that, and then we're gonna go back to green. It looks like. Back to green. Back to green.
Let's get
Make
this
sure
ad done.
Make sure your debuff is down. Barrage, make sure you're in a safe spot. Let people stand between you. Nice job. That was a lot better. We're gonna hero right here. Everybody stack in melee. Xeno warrior, you're gonna use your rally. We have spirit link down, please.
Stand in the Spirit Link if you're not in it.
Really nice job, guys. Keep burning the boss. We got halos coming out pretty soon here. First one's at star. We need to move to star as soon as possible.
Yep, let's move.
Everybody make sure you go through the star's halo, and then we're gonna move over to green. Everybody move over to green. Move to green now. And then we gotta move back over to star. Move to star, move to star. Defensive
Shit.
if you have them. Teleport through. Whatever you need to do. Get shot up if we have a B-res. Alright, let's finish boss. Ignore ad here.
Yep, just pop.
Dodge.
Awesome work, guys.
Push up. A little sloppy, and I forgot to call out the third one. But at least now you guys see a little bit what the fight
Let's
looks
head
like.
back to Halandris
Sure, let's do it.
since I want to test this theory that we just had to walk up to the thing.
If not, somebody will have to drop down and ask him.
Yeah.
Ask him what the secret is.
I'll do that. Hold on, I'll be right back.
Okay. Conduits for another spec.
Oh, that's all I've been getting.
That's what I got.
Vicious
Thanks,
Vicious Contempt is horrible. I'm sorry. I don't think you ever use that.
Reminder, if you get any loot that you do not need, trade to Monkey and I will roll it off for people.
It has been confirmed.
You just walk up.
Yes.
God damn it.
Hey, I mean, we got a boss out of the way while we were waiting for that information, so it's fine.
It's true.
What did you get for loot for that? Ooh, I just got a socket on his.
Nice.
I don't think everyone looted though, but it's only got one piece, looks like.
Waldorf got loot.
Yeah. I see
Tyrant
two
got
pieces.
loot.
Oh, well, I guess my window is being weird.
Chest apple got loot. Yeah, we got 4 pieces.
Oh.
Yeah, I think mine's doing the same. I only see 2 right now. I will be right back.
Also, Shiro, why did you whisper me hate in all caps?
Because you just beat me by 0.01.
Yeah,
At the
man,
very end.
I have a reputation.
You just got it at the very end.
Gotta do what I gotta do.
I should have used a battle pot.
You didn't use a pot for that fight?
No.
Why?
Of course he didn't. Because
I
even
did.
though he has all of the herbs and he's his own alchemist, he's cheap as fuck.
Truth. I do think it's funny we thought we couldn't get in here.
Crit versus cloak.
He's cloak.
Crit reverse.
Ooh, even better.
They released BOEs week 1.
Yeah, the,
Yeah.
No, I didn't
other
know with
group
all the
got
I didn't know with all the drama of the world first. Does anybody join any was it Team Liquid? Get like 1 million gold just for getting a piece or something?
It was 5 mil, and then
It's
if
like
it was
10
a tier piece, it was 10.
Yeah. What a joke. Glad that's what the game came to.
I mean, hey man, the WoW gold's worth more than the ruble, so.
Is it actually?
Yeah. Fucking Robux are worth more than the ruble.
Alright, Widow.
So in other words, we should be watching out for Putin to invade WoW.
He probably plays a demon hunter.
Nah, he'd be a monk because he's all into that kung fu.
Like he got his black belt revoked.
He doesn't have a black belt anymore.
Hilarious.
I was thinking a hunter because he doesn't do anything. He just lets his pets do everything.
Yeah.
And everything is hunter loot.
That's a mechanic, pretty much. That's going to be in this fight, by the way.
To get pounded?
Yep. What a great day to be a hunter.
This is a pure single target fight, so if you've been running any like AoE talents or conduits or soulbinds, just change them now.
Yupper.
Since
Got
all the
shield.
other fights have had some element of cleave. Look at this ugly motherfucker.
It's not nice to say
This
that
is like
heck.
this is like the this is like what the mythic mount looks like, isn't it? The mythic jailer mount.
Yeah, a little
got
I
bit.
know
little
Shiro's
balls in the
going
front.
like, how can I capture him for my pet?
How are ground mounts not allowed here?
Okay, so Halandris, this is a big DPS / healer check. There's a lot of damage, like obviously we said that for the last boss, but there's a lot of damage going out and we need a lot of damage going in. There's gonna be orbs that spawn around the room. I think they're in these, yeah, they're in these pillars. I'm pretty sure that's where they come from. And we just want to run into those. They cannot reach the boss. If they reach the boss, it's a wipe. So if you're nice and healthy and you're not gonna die, you know, they'll do some moderate damage. So just if you're about to die, just don't run into one. We at 100 energy, he'll put a shield on himself that we have to DPS through, just like the last boss. It's another just DPS check. So if you've got some cooldowns around that time, just save them for that. The tanks are going to get beams. Those are basically just an avoid. We don't really have to do much with those. We're going to get circles. I don't know what the circle ability's called off the top of my head.
Circles.
I think it's... Yeah, it's seismic tremors, I believe. It's basically just everyone's going to get a circle around them. We'll just spread out, and then they'll put a AoE little puddle on the ground that we're just going to not stand in, and we'll find a safe spot just with how it's set up. At 80% and 50%, he'll start moving through like a tunnel, and we can keep DPSing him while he moves, and we just move with him because he just moves to a new location. That'll be a big heal and DPS on the go, but that's a really good opportunity for us to get some good damage in. And we will hero third phase, so past that 50% point. I think it's 50 or 30. I think it's 50. But, or once he's at his new spot after 50%, we won't hero in the move. But that's about it.
Yeah, a lot of
If
happy
anyone has
feet.
any, yeah, a lot of happy feet. Tank swap. Did not actually look for the tank swap.
Where do we tank him?
I think in the center is fine.
It's right
I
there.
don't think it matters.
Mm-hmm.
The boss is gonna eventually move. So.
Your tank swap is called Light Shatter Beam. That's the beam I was talking about. That we'll have to, when other people will have to avoid. It'll just make you take 100% extra damage from it after. So I think you'll just change every time.
Wipe out the blobs coming out of the column.
That's on heroic. I'm pretty sure. Because on heroic, the bubbles will have barriers on them that will have to be destroyed by the tank beams.
So we
but
should point the beam at the bubbles.
Yeah, if we want to do that now, just to practice. But if anyone has any questions, I'll take that as a no.
Only one person has to pass through those orbs, right?
Yes.
Yeah. So
And
there's
then
gonna
they'll
be.
go away.
Yeah. So it looks like there's just gonna be like small orbs, like Nin said, coming from these pillars. They're gonna slowly move towards the boss. Somebody just needs to run through. I think you can immunity through it, so you can ice block. You can.
Any big DR anyone has, like just any damage reduction. Like I'll probably blur through a couple, but it'll probably be mostly ranged unless a couple slip through ranged. But
yeah. So what I was thinking is we could let's have like Shiro and Blue if you guys want to sit towards that far north pillar there. I can sit on the west, and then we could get like Az and Risk if you guys want to sit on that right side. I might need help with more on the. I don't know exactly how many are going to come out, but if we could just somewhat split it up, because if we can use immunity on that every single time, it's only going to help, our healers and whatnot. So.
Half the healers.
I'll
You're already on the not heal list.
Let's see. I gotta. Do you know what those are called, Nin, by chance?
the orbs?
Yeah.
No idea. Ephemeral moat.
Ephemeral moat.
I don't think it's something you can damage down. Like it's not.
I'm just trying to see like how much damage it'll do over time.
We'll find out.
Yeah, we'll find out.
It deals 8,000 cosmic damage.
Okay. So, probably don't necessarily need to immunity it. If we're taking a lot of damage.
No, it just use like a damage reduction.
Hunters can exhilarate right after. And
if you're a Necrolord, you can tank one probably, but I think that's literally just me and Night Gem.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's give this a go and see what it looks like.
When do we hero?
Like after, like it'll be around 40% ish. It'll be after. So when we hit 50%, he'll move to his new area. Once we're in that new area, that's when we'll hero.
Yeah. If you look at the map, there's two like big circles. So first or the second phase, he runs down to that second, like little circle it looks like, and then he runs down to the third one as well.
Just doing an extra ready.
So not a priest friendly fight.
No. Gotta pump out those renews. Alright, that is everybody. So on tanks, and we'll just give this a good try.
Go for it, Silent.
5, 4, 4, 3, 2, 2, 1, 1.
We're gonna get a beam in about 2 seconds. Yep, Donzo's trying to.
Orbs are coming in.
Oh, they do not come from the pillars. That's my mistake.
You got taunt.
Oh, it looks like they get knocked back.
Yeah.
In the video, they were just saying they got just. Okay.
Spread.
So you
Yep,
need
this
to wait
is our
till this
spread.
drops.
Yep.
Yep.
And then
Then
move to a
move.
safe spot.
You're not staying that. That hurts.
Attack shield.
Oh, this is our damage bubble, so start pumping. Nice. We're gonna start moving here in about 1%.
Make sure we keep knocking those orbs back.
Spread.
I think you should start moving here soon. Spread out.
Move now. Move, move, move.
Yeah, those orbs are pretty easy to manage, though.
We
Right.
got a couple.
Oh, we did?
Yep. When you walk.
Yeah. On the
Well,
red
Ready Check
space
Bull
bar.
lied to me. Alright, spread out.
Move after this drops. Move, move, move. Try to get in front of the boss if you can, by the way. It's gonna make this inherently easier. You wanna get into that, right? Or no?
Yeah. Oh, I guess so. Yeah.
I don't know.
Sorry,
if you
I'm
get
just.
into
I
it or
mean,
not.
I don't.
You're
I
good.
just. Sorry.
I'm not
Oh.
sorry.
Alright.
There's about 6 of us.
Let's go.
left
Yeah,
out.
let's go ahead and wipe it. Sorry. Definitely not what I was expecting. So I apologize. There was a bunch of stuff in there that was not what I was seeing on videos, but
It's alright.
I know this fight went through a lot of changes as well.
We have a B-res up, Shad.
I'm just wondering how long it's going to take to kill those of us on this side of it.
Spread.
Well, I'm gonna die real quick here. Is there a healer down here?
Yeah, there.
I'm here.
Sorry.
So yeah, beams go on tank. The blue circles, when you get hit by them, it knocks them back. So
Spread.
there was an ability I got on me that just absolutely pumped. I didn't read exactly what it was doing. Here it was, Crushing Prism. I don't know if that needs to be dispelled.
From the video with that, I think it was just saying you kind of just have to deal with it, but I don't know if it can be dispelled or not.
I was dispelling
Are we
something.
releasing?
Oh, okay. Yeah, it's a
Yes.
magic effect, so.
Yes, release.
This boss seems like it's going to be really hard to get a wipe recovery on, if I'm honest.
Yeah.
Because I don't know exactly how it works if you have to run all the way back up the hill.
We
yeah,
get
so-
well
so
when we die, you get your body gets put back at the beginning.
Gotcha. So yeah, you need to be in those circles, right?
Yeah, I never literally had never seen anything about that before.
No, oh, you're good. I was just like I saw it and I was like, I don't know whether to stay out of this or to get inside of it.
I think we have to go inside of it because there was like a knockback thing, and I think
there's
that's
a
just like the
knockback thing.
safe spot. Let me look for that.
It knocks you back even if you're in the circle.
Okay.
Oops.
So what I'd like to do here. Oops, I did not mean to do that.
Oh, actually, I don't think we want to be in that. It says Haldranish. So stage 2. Haldranus shatters a gleaming sphere that knocks all players away from its location. Inflicts 60,000 cosmic damage to players within 15 yards of the sphere and 6,000 to all other players. So
I
I
didn't
don't.
see a sphere. I just got knocked back and was dead. So.
Yeah, everyone's gonna get knocked back.
Okay. So I found out about the. Where did I go? I'm in a completely wrong spot. So what you need to do when you get that debuff is you need to stand in front of. I don't know if you guys saw, but the orbs are slowly coming towards the boss, and then there's a bigger pool on the ground. When you get that debuff, whenever you get dispelled, it'll pull like a ring, and it actually slows the orbs from moving. So you want to drop those in front of the pillars. So if you get a debuff, you're going to be standing where purple is, where orange is, or where red is. Does that make sense? When you get that debuff, and you'll see it because your health will just disappear. And then the orbs will come out. They'll get slowed by it. But I guess you guys kind of saw we need people positioned all around to knock those back. And you want to knock them straight backwards. I think if you tackle them from a side, they will get knocked to the side. If you keep them all in a straight line and knock them straight back towards these pillars, I think we're going to be way better off. I don't know what you think, Nin.
No, I definitely agree.
And then right before the boss transition.
I'm wondering where we should be standing for that knockback in stage 2 while we're moving. Because the orb will just kill us. Like if you stand in the orb, it's just gonna kill you. So I guess that's why they say to be ahead. So you just get knocked forward. But
yeah, because if you're in front of that orb when it knocks you, it'll knock you down the hill farther.
Right.
Yeah, that's what it looks like. Yeah, so it does do damage if you're in it, and it knocks everybody back, whether you're in it or not.
Yeah,
It looks
we're gonna take damage regardless, but if you're in it, it's basically an insta kill.
Yeah. It seemed like right before phase 2 we were taking a lot of damage, so that probably wouldn't be a bad idea to maybe just for a second find a place to stack up so we can get big heals rolling. I don't know if that's a possibility for us.
We could probably do that.
Seems like we lost a couple people, so I mean if we want to do something like just like green, people stack up around that area, and I'll try to call out, or Nin if you want to actually, since this is your fight, if you want to call out for rally and other major healers, TDs.
Yeah.
When we go down the hill, we're going to be taking damage, but it doesn't seem like it was that much compared to that phase.
No,
so.
The main thing to worry about there is just the knockback.
Yeah.
And making sure we keep doing damage while we're moving.
So yeah, remember if you
that'll
get
be
that...
that's our best opportunity to just get uninterrupted damage out. Like it's not a place to blow your CDs, but it's just a place to get some consistent damage out.
Yeah. So again, I'll link that crushing prism. So that's something that you need to stand in front of those pillars. So try to keep an eye out if you have that, or if you have DBM, or if you have weak auras. It should tell you if you have that on you. Just make sure you stand on top of one of those markers if we can do that. That's all I got.
For this phase here, we're gonna keep them pointed at the doorway because there's no things coming out. So Sile and I are gonna be here. Everybody else should run through so that they can practice getting orbs.
For sure.
Does that make sense, Sile? We'll keep them on this side.
The beams follow you guys, right?
Yeah, the beams are gonna follow us. So on heroic, like you just got to be happy feet because we're gonna be dragging those beams all over the place. But for right now, we'll just keep them pointed at the door here.
Yeah, that was one thing I was gonna mention is if you guys can control where the beams go. Yeah, if we can point them towards that door, that'd be great instead of where those orbs are. If people are just standing around there. So and I guess hunters would be a good one. We have 3 hunters, so if we could try to, Shiro, where were you standing? You were standing by like circle.
Yes.
Okay, so yeah, what we'll do, Shiro, you want to go over by circle, and then we'll have blue go over on X, and I'll say on diamond. And if we get a little too overwhelmed with these orbs, let's just use a turtle and just boop like 4 or 5 of the. There's about 4 or 5 it seemed like. So you could just use that immunity, the turtle, and knock them all back. So if that works for you guys.
Yep. Yeah, this is definitely one that's kind of a. I wouldn't say a wall, but it's definitely a challenge.
And if you're ranged and not doing orbs, you should think about being down the path.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, especially a little bit slower classes. Boydo, do you want to throw like a gate from here?
What color
like-
do you want me on again?
You'll be on red X, I believe. So yeah, throw a gate from here down, and then people can take those. Perfect. So just remember that there's a gate. I'll even mark it with a pretty blue logo.
And then on tanks, everyone's right.
5, 4, 4, 3, 2, 2, 1, 1.
Okay, beams are gonna start here in a couple seconds. Dodge those charmers.
Alright, looks like these orbs are starting to come out, so if people want to start booping back. Remember, if you boop them into these blue puddles, they move slower. Tremors?
We're gonna get missiles here in 3 seconds. Spread. Everybody spread as far as back as you can.
Remember, after these drop, you need to move. We have an orb almost coming in. Remember, if you get that debuff on you, try to stand over on one of those.
Alright, we're
this
gonna
is
get
where
our
we
damage
stack.
shield. Yep.
Everybody stack over on green triangle, I believe. Nice link. Get a rally if we don't have one already, please. Alright, we gotta get back and we gotta start booping orbs again.
We're gonna start moving here soon.
Oh. I don't know what we do about those orbs that are right in front of the pathway. Move.
I think they disappear.
Okay.
Yeah, they just disappear.
Yeah. Alright, perfect. Alright, everybody take the gate. Make sure you spread for
missiles
this.
spread.
Yep. Then move. Alright, make sure you're not standing in that. Not stand in that.
Yep,
Try to get
not
knocked down the
standing.
hill. Get knocked down the hill if you can.
Apparently, if you get too far ahead of him, he gets really angry too.
Perfect, we're almost there.
Can we get a
another
B-Res out on a healer?
spread?
Don't take it though, but just get one out, please. So we can wipe it up.
Alright, we got another shatter coming out. Don't be in that.
Does a healer have one? Tell me. No, please. We don't have anyone up
I
there.
do
no,
have. I have a reincarn, so.
Okay, we'll just use that. Alright, everyone go ahead and
Save
wipe it
for
up.
now.
They're all in a pile now.
Die.
Yeah.
Stand on these. They feel good.
Don't release.
My bad.
Chad.
Chad just does not like being rezzed by me.
Very disappointed.
Dad, Shaddy Daddy.
Widow, if you want to get another gate down there whenever you get a second. Yeah, we take a lot of damage during that reclaim.
We need to go and watch and be a little bit careful of like the orbs that are coming in during that time too. And if we see them get close, just pop out real quick to boop them back.
Yeah, for sure. I don't know if he ate anybody or ate any of them while we
He
were in that
ate
phase.
2 of them.
Okay. Yeah, so we'll have to manage that. I can try to pop out on one of those if somebody else would be willing to help me.
Preferably
Shad
another
pop
range.
out.
What was that?
I saw Shad pop out and boop a couple while we were in there.
Oh, good. I mean, if a tank can, that'd be cool too.
Those are what give you that debuff.
When we all got when the entire raid got that purple, you know, the big debuff thing, that's when he ate them.
Gotcha.
Yeah. That's what that was. Gotcha.
I think we're doing good though. Like, I wouldn't say we're lacking in any area per se.
Yeah, there's not really much different from the second phase, right?
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean, if we can get this down, we should be able to get the other ones down. We just gotta. The goal right now is to keep everybody alive throughout. You know, by the time we get to the second phase, so we just need to make sure we're spreading on those and get
Make
some
sure
nice
people don't
healers
fall
moving up.
off.
For sure.
Because I know down that hill there's like one space where you can fall off, but there's a bunch of like there's a couple walls on that area that I'm sure people could stand next to if they think they're gonna get caught by it, instead of just like going one of those open slots. If that
That's
makes
not
sense.
that's not a bad idea to, you know, if you can stand next to a wall. Otherwise, you typically want to get booped down the hill. So.
But on tanks.
Five, 4, 4, 3, 2, 2, 1, 1.
Right, beams are gonna start here. Dodge this trap. Make sure we're not getting orbs.
I think there's one right behind Shad. He should be able to take it, but somebody can try to help out. So looks like that's where the pool is.
Oh, we're gonna get missiles here in 3, right after the speed. Spread. Move out. Nice. Right, we're gonna hit 100 energy here pretty soon.
Yep, everybody start moving over towards green for the reclaim. We'll get Tyrant rallying. I'm gonna run to the far side to boot.
Pump, pump, pump. Let's try to get everyone topped off before we start moving here.
Yep. Make sure we're still knocking these back. Really nice job, guys.
We should start moving here after these missiles.
Yep. Big heals on Shad, please. Start moving. Take the gate.
Spread.
Spread.
Get Sila up, please.
Make sure you're not standing in that. Knock down the hill. Lost Waldorf on that, otherwise everybody else is up. Good job. Missiles again.
Yep, spread out.
Make sure you're not standing on that,
Move.
that next orb. We're gonna get a knockback here. Shatter's coming out. 3, 2, 1.
Alright, nice transition.
You wanna try healing?
No, that's next one.
Okay. I just didn't know if we wanted to try to push this phase to see more.
Where's Sila?
Sila's in the first. That's just gonna be a wipe then. Alright, go ahead and jump off. Yeah, we can't have people dying between moves. But that was still a really good pull, guys. Less people that die during the transition, the better. Just gonna release it. Yeah, there's really no wipe recovery there. Yeah, no worries, Waldorf, it happens.
I have many wares.
It looked like once he gets settled, all the bodies move down there.
Yeah.
So you can probably wait.
I just saw her like little dot on the map in the first room, so. We're getting closer every time, though. What do we get him to on that pull? Let me see. Yeah, 60%. That's awesome. Considering he starts moving again at 50%, that's really good. We would only have him there for another 10% before moving again. I'll do a ready check once everyone's down here.
Need more flasks.
Yep.
And re-oil if you haven't already. Shiro, eat your dinner.
Anybody know if there's a weak aura for your armor kits?
Like to use them?
No, just to see the time on them.
Oh.
Thanks.
3, 2, 1.
I am outraged.
Beams in about 5. Job at those orbs. Oh, it's his turn. Missile spread out. Nice. Alright, reclaim, stack on green. Make sure no orbs touch. Alright, let's get him to 8. Dodge those. Missile. Spread. Move. You should move here pretty soon.
Spread out.
Move. Silent. Alright, shatter, get in front of the thing so you don't so you go down.
Spread.
Spread, sorry. Safe. Alright, we're gonna have another shatter. Oh, let's get Demon L up, please. Alright, we don't have a... Sorry. Here we only have one rest.
No problems. I was stupid on my positioning.
Spread. And we have orbs still, so make sure these orbs are getting knocked back. Spread. 5 more for 4 more percent. Let me move. These orbs knocked back.
I took flying lessons and learned that I can't fly. I am an earthbound panda.
Right, we're close to phase in here. Let's get him. Spread. So why isn't he fucking moving? Just keep pumping on.
You say you moved at 40?
The video said 50 or 80 and 50, but it might have changed to 80 and 40. Spread. Sorry. Right now he's. Maybe we're just damaging him more. I don't know. If anyone has a healing cooldown, spread. Get safe. Big heals on Scylla. Shatter. Get Soldier down the hill.
Spread.
Let's get Scylla up. Please. Shatter.
Dispel kick, please.
No.
Yeah, we gotta be paying attention where we're standing.
Yeah.
There's a lot of parts on that. That'll just knock you right off. Other shatters coming out.
Yeah, go ahead and hear. But this is last phase right here, so let's make sure we're keeping it clean. Spread. Knock orbs back as well.
Hunters, if you have an immunity, now would be a nice time to use it and boop a lot of these back. A lot of them.
Spread.
Alright, let's go ahead and wipe it up.
So what kept killing Scylla in that phase was she's getting hit by the missiles?
I do not know what killed her.
I'll be cheap and wait for res and look through the logs.
Nope.
We cannot hear you.
But I'd say our biggest thing on this, people need to really look out for their positioning in phase 2, or like not phase 2, but the transition. That's what I'm seeing kill people because we're just not paying attention to where we are. But if we can just make sure no one dies in those transition phases, we should be really good here. Because I think we're having more people go down in the transition and then in the actual main phases.
Scylla looks like she's just going down to the main physical attack.
Yeah, she just needs a taunt swap.
Yeah, she just said in channel.
I blame Shad.
Me too.
No, we cannot hear you. No worries.
Is it putting a debuff on you?
Sailor's just dying from the main attack. So if that's the case, Shad, if you want to just try tanking during that phase. I assume it's a threat thing.
That'd be crappy for the tank because you can't run with your back behind or back to the boss.
this any better?
We can hear you now.
Yay! We can hear Asila.
Let's get a gate down at the end again.
Yeah, I'd been calling out all this stuff, and I wondered why nobody was responding, but that makes sense now.
Yeah, no worries.
That's fine.
Yeah. No, but just to reiterate what I said earlier, we're looking really good on damage, and our main phases are getting a lot cleaner. We just need to clean up our transition phases, and people need to pay attention to their positioning so they don't get knocked off. Otherwise, we should be golden. Let us know when you're ready, Blue.
Yeah, biggest thing is that going down to that third platform is there's a lot of things that'll knock you off. I mean, just a good rule of thumb is never be on either of the sides. Either be behind the shatter or be in front of it. Ideally, you want to be in front of it. It's not always a possibility, so.
5, 4, 4, 3, 3, 2, 2, 1, 1.
I think during that phase you really don't want to DPS all that much anyways.
If you're in mobile melee, you can. But if you're in immobile range, you should be just focused on staying alive. And everyone in general shouldn't be shouldn't be trying to greed DPS while dying to knockback. Missiles. Spread. Alright, reclaim. Get these orbs now. Stack up. Nice. Almost fake. Even if he likes to be inconsistent with. But it should be. Spread. Alright, we're gonna start moving. Let's try to get everyone topped up.
Yeah, he's just spamming lamps, it looks like. Maybe if the tanks could swap
Spread.
in there.
Alright, get to a safe spot. Shatter's gonna be soon. Shatter, get to a safe spot. Nice job. Missile. Shatter again. Alright, we'll do it again. Just a little bit harder this time. Alright, get these orbs now. Spread. Doing great, guys. Keep it. Alright, reclaim. Gotta burn through the shield. While also keeping orb back.
You have block rocks for this, by the way.
Alright, we're gonna start. Remember to be conscious of your position. We should be good for this if we just keep everyone alive. Use damage reduction if you need to. Spread. That's it. Shatter, get in front of it. Shatter, or not shatter, missile. We're gonna have another shatter here pretty soon, so remember to get in front of the boss or just behind it so you don't get knocked off the edge. We need some big kills here too. Alright, shatter, get safe, get safe, get safe. Alright, missiles. We're gonna have another shatter here soon, but it's not as important as long as you're not, you know, in a bad spot. Just don't stand in the orb. You will die. Alright. Once we're in position, go ahead and hero. Alright, go ahead. Pump. Keep your happy feet up. Spread. Get safe. Remember, we need these orbs knocked back. I'm ready to get reclaims, so let's get these major knocked back as far as you can get them.
You have a rally or anything like that?
Yep, let's get some healing cooldowns out.
Putting Spirit Link at green.
Big healer cooldowns here.
So we're knocking these orbs back. One of them just got in.
He's got a couple, yeah.
Two more coming in. Hit him. Hit him. They're coming in from the tanks.
Yeah, so I think there was just 4 that went in. So that was 3,600 damage a second.
That was still a great pull, though, guys.
Mhm.
A lot better with positioning in the transition phases.
So if you get too far away from him is when he starts spamming lance.
Mm.
So we just have to stay close.
Just the tanks, though.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, they got the boss down. Cool.
No, I'd say as long as we can keep those orbs out during the last phase, we got it.
Yeah, they put like 3 puddles behind where we were standing.
Yeah, and I'd like for that last phase if we could just kind of what the hunters did before. you all should have turtles up, and there's a lot of them, so I'll stay. Like, if we can do the same relative positioning, so blue, if you want to be on like the right pillar, Shiro on the back, and then I'll go on like the diamond, but in the third phase room. So.
Yeah, but unfortunately, with the amount of puddles, we can only do it once, so only during the reclaim phase. Or do you want it during like before?
Yeah, did we get reclaim in the end there?
Yeah, we did.
Yeah.
Yeah, so yeah, let's save it for that.
So me.
Yeah, I mean that's Shiro. Were you doing that last time?
Yep.
Yeah, same here.
You could do it pretty much one time per.
Yeah, like every reclaim phase, really.
Yeah, you have one up for every single phase.
But for the first room and maybe the second, is there a point in doing it? Like the third, yes, because of the amount of puddles that are coming. But the first one, for the most part, you should be able to ignore it per se, if they're pushed back far enough.
I don't think it hurts to do it in the first phase. I mean, it's rather safe than sorry. Because
You'll have it back up for phase 3.
Yeah, I think we get like if one of them were to get in, I think it's pulsing damage the whole time. I don't think that buff goes away. I don't know what healers are looking like, but especially in like those phases, try not to be like max range if you're ranged, because healers need to still reach you. It seems like healers have been doing a good job kind of staying spread out, so you can kind of reach certain parts. This is a big map, so
yeah,
biggest thing is obviously don't be at max range, otherwise you're not going to get heals. So.
5, 4, 4.
I haven't had any trouble healing anybody.
2, 1, 1.
As far as range goes.
Gonna get missiles here pretty. Spread. Alright, reclaim. Let's run through the ship. Alright, we're moving. Let's get people topped off and remember your positioning. The missiles. Shatter, get safe. Safe. Shot. All right, let's repeat. Remember orb. Missile. Awesome job with these orbs range. Alright, reclaim, let's burn. Tremor. Missile.
There's 2 behind the tanks now.
We should be moving. Just pump on them. So just, yep, we're moving. Let's get people topped up. Missile. It's... Use personal defensives if you got it. Shatter. Do a safe spot.
I know you're gonna get knocked.
Let's get a res on Silent now. Somebody. Shatter. Get safe.
Silent, be careful of this knock.
Missiles spread. When we get into this, if we can get Winter up, let's do it. Shatter. Be careful. Go in here. Get Winter up if we can, otherwise. Alright, I see his body. Get him.
Nice job, guys. Once you see these orbs coming in, try to stand right in front of one. Knock it back and down.
No.
Thought it did.
Slows you down.
Oh.
As long as we can get these orbs out, we got. Doing great. Keep it up. Keep them out. Missiles spread. We're doing. Just keep up.
Lock rocks if you have
Spread.
them. Let's get rally up if we have it too. Any kind of personals. Taking 4,500 damage a second. You need to use defensives. Keep knocking these guys. 2%.
Nice job, guys. Awesome. That was really good.
Discovered a light step cipher. If you
There's
discover
the loot.
another
Oh, there.
cipher that allows traversal, we may
No
be
tier
able
piece
to
for
reach
me.
the captive king.
Nothing from me.
All right. Well, we can fly back to Genesis Cradle Alpha.
I got this ridiculous trinket.
Oh, Gavin got loot again.
Right. I don't even know what it is.
I got a single piece. Ooh, More got a nice staff too.
Oh, is that a tier thing?
Yeah,
that I
that's your
got?
tier
Yeah.
piece.
Ah, nice.
You're almost to the 2.
Eat it, Shiro.
Int trinket thing. I don't want it.
Where are we flying to?
Where we were for Dasquin, it's like called something something Alpha. It's the most eastward one.
Oh, okay.
Since we did bosses out of order.
The longest path you can go.
Yeah, it'll up as eye level, I guess.
I mean,
Don't wear it during raid. But...
You have a mana bar, don't you?
Okay. I mean, I don't
none
think
of the
either. I was
healers
gonna
want
say, I
it.
don't
I
think.
can
I
tell
don't.
you that.
Yeah, I would just not
It's
give
a
it.
stupid healer trinket.
Give it to. I don't know. Just give it to whoever. But I don't think either of them should actually use it.
Give it to Win. Maybe
give it
we'll
to
stop
Shiro.
him from dying.
I mean, it's a nice int.
Ooh,
Yeah.
sick burn, Shiro.
Stop canceling trade. Mark, come here.
Stranger danger.
These beams are annoying.
What happens if you get hit with them?
You take a bunch of damage.
Shit, did I go the wrong way? How'd you guys get over there?
Chad got knocked off.
silly you have to unlock the teleporters in the raid, but you know, whatever.
There's something we got unlocked back there.
Huh?
You have to unlock the teleporters like flight points in the raid.
Oh. Is it unlocked for everybody?
No, you have to click
go
on.
touch it.
Blech.
Oh boy, the council fight.
There's one in every raid.
I think
Yeah,
that's
this one's gonna be very, very difficult.
Why you gotta say it like that, Keg?
Let's go do an easier boss then.
Because I'm a pessimist.
This is the only boss we can do right now, I believe.
But I think we can clear these stewards. And I'll start explaining. So essentially, this is the Pantheon fight. There's gonna be 4 bosses and a total of 3 phases. So you're only gonna be fighting for the first 2 phases. You only fight 2 bosses at a time. Once one of them hits 50%, they both leave and we transition to the other 2 bosses. Biggest thing is we want to keep these bosses relatively the same amount of health, because in the last phase we have to fight all 4 of them at the exact same time. So, for example, if we get a boss down to 50% and another one is only at 70, there's gonna be a lot of damage that we're gonna have to do. So we'll try to kill them as evenly as possible. We'll try to call out during the fight. It's kind of just like the 9 fight. In phase 1, you'll fight the 2 bosses, so it's Prototype of War, or the Primus, and then Prototype of Duty. And bringing them, like I said, to 50% will start the phase 2. Let's see. So, looks like Humbling Strike is the tank swap. So whenever the debuff expires, you're gonna both swap. You have Windswept Wings, which is a dodging traps. It looks like the biggest thing on the first phase is Gloom Bolt. So that's just going to be like a constant cast that the boss does. We need to make sure we interrupt that. If we need, we'll do an interrupt like cycle, but for the most part, just interrupt it whenever you see it. That goes for phase 1 and phase 3. So when we get all the bosses down, Gloom Bolt still needs to be interrupted because it does a healing to absorb. It's kind of like a necrotic bolt.
Which one does that?
I want to say Prototype of Duty. Let me double check though. Prototype of War, sorry. So I'll link it here. So that's Gloom Bolt. And then, like I said, so the tank swap is on the Humbling Strike, and you have to wait till the debuff expires, it looks like. And then you have a Necrotic Ritual. So essentially what that's going to look like is there's going to be an add here, an add here, add here, and here. So they're going to be all in the 4 corners. We're probably going to tank the boss, like right where the Prototype of Duty is right now. And so what some people do is you can either run around the room all together and blow up one ad at a time, or we can split up. I'd really like to split up and have range go to the farther side, which would be star and triangle, and then melee split between diamond and orange. I don't know if somebody wanted to make melee and range groups. I would appreciate that. So yeah, Necrotic Ritual, essentially what it's going to do is it's going to be kind of like the Gore Shot fight in Necrotic Wake, or that's not Gore Shot, is it? Lightbone? Lightbone. Where if you stand in it, you take damage and you're silenced, you can't do anything, and that's going to start from the middle of the room and move out. So if we don't kill the ads fast enough, the whole room is going to get covered with the necrotic stuff. So we need to kill those ads, and then the other boss. So that's prototype of war, and then prototype of duty is going to be kind of like the was it Devos and Spires. So you're going to get a debuff, and there's going to be Bastion wars. There's going to be 2 of them, just kind of like the like I said, the Devos fight on Spires. So you need to, if you get that debuff, you need to immediately run inside of the ward and get dispelled. So healers need to really be paying attention to when they can dispel, because it seems like nobody really likes to talk.
Sorry.
So
what?
there's going to be the boss is going to do Runecarver's Death Touch. There's going to be 2 Bastion zones. So you know Devos and Spires? There's going to be 2 of those. Players are going to get debuffs, and they do a lot of damage.
So do they have to run into the Bastion zone to get dispelled?
Yeah, so players need to run inside of that zone, and then once they're inside of that zone, they can get dispelled.
Okay.
And then the zone will be destroyed when the player is dispelled, so we're going to have to separate that. So we'll try to, let's see, how do I want to do this?
So does one person go to one zone and the other goes to the other then?
Yeah, once one of them gets dispelled, the zone disappears.
Okay, so do special markers go on the heads of the people with that debuff?
No, I have no idea.
Yeah, I would assume so. So
Probably
once we
like
figure that out,
it looks like that players like turn like black almost. Like it's like a black like lingering thing on them, and you'll be able to see. You'll get a notification and whatnot. So we'll just have to organize that. I mean, we could do like an interrupt or a dispel. There's only 2, I think, so it could be just Gwen and then Demon Ale if you want to do the second one. And just trying to pay attention to when people are in that circle. So that's phase 1. Like I said, we got to even amount, make sure they're down to 50%. And then phase 2, when that comes out, that is renewal and absolution. So you have Burden of Sin. That's a stacking dot that it'll reset during that phase, the phase change. You have Withering Seeds. So what that's going to be like is it's going to be 4 seeds in the inside here, and these seeds need to be healed by healers. And if the seed dies, we take ticking damage and we basically wipe. That's just how it is if one of the seeds dies. Otherwise, if the seed hits full health, it will give a huge blast of healing, basically heal everybody to full, and then you get 25% healing done increased for 30 seconds. I think for simplicity's sake, we're going to just heal them up as we can. Obviously making sure that they don't die, but eventually you get that buff for 30 seconds. So some people have been healing 1 seed at a time, and then when the buff is about to expire, you heal the next one up to full. Because theoretically, you can have a healing buff up for the whole time. Like I said, for this one, I think we should just leave it as, just healing them up as you can. Obviously, don't heal all of them to full at the exact same time, but we just need to make sure that they don't die. So that's a big one. And then you have Anima Bolt this time. So that's another cast that needs to be interrupted. And shamans, it looks like tanks and shamans looks like they can probably swap off on it. So Demon Ale, if you want to kind of be priority on getting that interrupt, that'd be awesome. You should be able to get every single one of them, it looks like. And then you guys are going to love this. We have Denathrius. We have Hand of Destruction. So everybody gets pulled into a nice big red circle. And we get to run out, just like good old times. And you get Sinful Projection, which is right after that, which is a 4-second debuff. And then players explode doing projectiles. There's going to be like red swirlies all over the ground everywhere. So we need to make sure we dodge there. If you get hit by it, you get knocked up, stunned for 2 seconds, and you have a dot on you. You have Racking Pain, which is another Denathrius mechanic. That's just the frontal cone. You need to tank 2 of them and then swap. So that's the tank mechanic there. And then we have Wild Stampede, which is a bunch of Night Face soul shapes that are going to be running around everywhere. If you get hit by them, you get hit pretty hard. Dodge puddles. If you stand in puddles, you get silenced and damaged. And then same thing, we're damaging them down to 50. And that is phase 2. So there's basically one big mechanic for each boss. And then lastly, we're going to get into phase 3. All 4 of them are active at the health that we previously left them at. The biggest thing is all 4 of those big mechanics I talked about, they're going to randomly come, it seems like. But you only get one at a time. But you're still going to get, like, the Night Fae soul shapes are going to be running around everywhere. You're going to have red swirlies to dodge. There's going to be a bunch of stuff going on. And then we need to make sure we're still interrupting the necrotic or the bolts. Those are still going to come out. So Gloom Bolt, and then what's the other one? Anima Bolt. Those are going to keep coming out. And then it looks like in normal the boss's health. Oh, okay. So the boss's health are actually linked, so we don't have to worry about that. But in heroic, it's not. So it's probably a good idea to. We need to just. I guess we can't really practice it here, but just to be mindful of that. We're obviously going to hero on phase 3, stack them all together, and just do absolute fat damage there. So.
All right, so let's see it because we got like 9 minutes left.
Yeah. That is it. There's a lot of stuff going on, but that's the explanation. So. Everyone's ready on tanks.
Five, four, three.
Taking them both over to this side, right?
Yeah.
Focus. Strategy.
You know nothing of loyalty.
Get those stacked up. Wrong type of war needs to be interrupted every time they show up. Got necrotic ritual, so we need to get these ads down. So range go far, melee close. We need to get them down as fast as possible. Get out of don't stay in mid, by the way. Get these rituals down.
Tyrion, protect me.
Go halfway on the far rad here.
To the Archon.
Okay, back to the boss. Need to move the boss over if you have the debuff. Dispel Keck. Okay. And then Az, get in that circle. Dispel
Okay,
Az.
somebody get Az.
Alright. Don't fall off.
Watch your step.
Do not stand in those. Okay, Gloom Bolt. Alright, we gotta get these ads down again. Remember, melee close, range far. We're getting that phase, so if you have the debuff, you have to run into that circle. You have 30 seconds to
Dispelling Xeno. Somebody else get the other one when they get in.
Yeah, we gotta wait here, get this ad down. Alright, you gotta run in, turtle if you can.
Get Silo out now. Quickly.
The bolt needs to be interrupted.
Gavin, are you? There you are.
Ads are coming out, necrotic ritual again.
He's just spamming Gloom Bolt.
Yep. Nice. This is the Denathrius and then the Night Fae.
Pride is your weakness. The gravity of your sin falls upon you.
Got Withering Seeds coming out, so that's where the healers need to heal those. You only get 2 normal, it looks like. So you want to heal up Star first.
You gotta swap.
All the healers heal Star. Once it goes, you get big heals. So nice. All right, let's get the other seed up to like halfway whenever you guys can. Just throw dots on or hots on it.
Watch your step.
If you guys want to finish off the orange, you can pop that now. So get the other seed up. There's soul shapes coming in. Make sure you do not get hit by them. They're coming from the back of the room. Soul shapes are still coming out. End of Destruction's coming in 5. That means everybody's going to get pulled in. We need to run out right after that. Let's get a Stampeding Roar right now.
Man, that really takes me back.
Yeah, I know you guys missed it a lot, and if you get hit by this, you get stunned. Yeah, it drops at your feet, so. Interrupts, let's get these clumped back up. Make sure you're still dodging the Night Fae. Let's move the boss over. That's running like right through. Alright, 9%.
Get Winter up just for funsies.
8%. Withering Seeds are coming out. Let's get Condom up right away.
Watch your step.
Start healing. We got more soul shapes coming out. They're coming from a different direction. We swap now. Perfect. Right when all 4 bosses come down, I'm gonna need to interrupt them right away, and we're gonna hero once we get them clumped up.
Yeah, you get those 2. I'll get these 2.
You can get the first kick on the renewal. Let's get these clumped up. Let's bring them over to like Diamondish. We gotta clump them together. Wherever you guys want to take them, it doesn't matter. They just need to be together. Let's start healing up.
Get interrupts on the prototype because he's casting.
Watch your step.
Alright, let's hero now. Let's get the Condom Seed up. Let's heal that as soon as possible. You get a huge healing buff if you get it. Nice, perfect. Night Fae soul shapes are still coming out. Make sure you don't get hit by that.
Find shelter.
Gonna run against the wind.
Watch your step.
Let's get the other seed up right now if we can. Big heals on it. Got tornadoes coming out. Don't get hit by those. Seed's almost up. Good job. No idea what this pinning weapon does, if I'm honest.
I'm stunned.
Pin somebody. Yeah, we gotta kill it.
Okay.
Or is it a click it? Yeah.
No, you
Alright, we gotta still keep getting these interrupts out. Anima Bolt. Pins down. We got Seeds. Get up Star. Heal Star. All healers should be on Star right now. Alright, run out. Keep healing up Star. Remember, you're gonna have to dodge right after this. Dodge, dodge, dodge. Nice try, guys.
That was a good first attempt.
Yeah.
Rest well. Some scar out of your death.
Yeah, the biggest thing in that last phase is probably just a little bit more priority on maybe the Gloom Bolt. I mean, the Anima Bolt hurts, but the Gloom Bolt actually gets a healing absorb as well. So I assume that's probably a bigger priority.
Great first week, everybody, though. Thanks for coming.
Good job, everyone. When there's 4 up, there's no way to manage those taunt rotations.
Yeah, I'm not entirely sure what it said. I'll have to.
I think
Tank,
the way to
tank
do it.
focus on duty / absolution. It looks like. Otherwise, the other two just I think spam cast or whatever.
Do they have to die at the same time, or is it technically
health-
we can focus on one
The health
person?
pool. The health pool is shared in normal, but in heroic they are not.
It didn't look like it was shared. Because it looked
Maybe
like
not.
one was a lot lower than the other 3.
Maybe not in phase 3, but at least in the first 2 phases.
Well, that's what I mean. Like in phase 3, is there one that we should focus on while cleaving and all that
The
other
biggest
stuff?
thing is just getting those interrupts out.
I believe they all have to die at the same time. If you kill one and you don't kill the rest within a certain amount of time, I think the other's full heal, if I remember correctly.
Yeah, it's 20 seconds. You have.
Yeah.
So yeah, so it looks like at least like I said for tanks, it's the duty and then absolution, and then yeah, maybe next time we get to it, we can do some interrupt assignments for it. Otherwise, I think maybe just prioritizing that Gloom Bolt a little bit more.
Yeah, there's not a single one of those that is I can quite do it every time. It's on almost. My interrupt isn't back up for like a second and a half, and when the next one comes. So.
Gotcha. Yeah, and maybe I don't know how messy this would get, but even maybe just having melee run to like the farther side, because range can then get interrupts on those in the first phase to mitigate a little bit more damage. But theoretically, like it's like in that phase when everybody's running for the necrotic ritual, it should be like you, Scylla, and then Shad rotating off interrupts. Maybe even just you and Shad, or just you and Scylla.
Yeah, I can get about half of them there, no problem.
Yeah, and I know that phase 3 is it's kind of a fuck fest if I'm honest, but you know, if we can do anything to mitigate the damage that we're taking in those first 2 phases, and keeping healers mana up as much as possible. But I mean, we saw all 3 phases, so that'll be an easy kill next week for sure. I don't see any issue.
Alright, I'm back.
Hola. And for everybody that's still here, remember next Thursday we're going to be talking about RBGs for anybody that's interested. It's going to be around 10 o'clock Central, right after raid.
When are you guys planning on doing it?
We're gonna talk about it, and we'll probably throw a sign up at some point for days that'll work.
Because I'll probably want to do it. I don't think I'll be able to go to this so-called meeting because I'd have to go to bed because I work.
That's fine.
Early.
It's just more informational. So if people can't make it, that's fine. We can relay a lot of the stuff that we're going to be talking about.
Oh wow, I actually have talkative people in my stream now. Or at least chatty. A Mr. Comet and a Mr. Alboski.
Nice job, guys.